Yo, what's going on guys? Hope you're all doing good. Hey, what's going on guys? Welcome back to another video. Today's video I'm going to be doing another top 5 personal favourites in my collection. I did say I was going to be doing a couple more top 5 videos, and if they do well enough, I'll keep on doing them. So yeah, really hope you're enjoying these videos. So today's video, as you can see by the title, is going to be my top 5 current TV shows. These are TV shows that are still on TV, they haven't finished off yet, and I'm currently watching. So let's get into the video guys, I hope you enjoy. Alright guys, coming in at number 5 we have Chicago Fire. This is an addictive show. I started watching it about 2 months ago. I was picking up all the Blu-ray seasons and I was really enjoying the show. I was addicted to it. Whenever I had spare time I was sitting watching this. I think at one point I actually sat for about 8 hours watching this show, which is a bit embarrassing. It shows I have no life, but you know, it was very addicting. It was worth it. But yeah, I love this show. It's about a firehouse in Chicago, and you learn a ton about all the different characters in the show. It's good because there's the fire service, but then there's like a built-in ambulance service as well. So you get those, you know, coming in together as well. It's a really good example of like a big family in a TV show, if you can say that. You know, they all love each other, and it's just great characterization for a TV show. You really care about the characters, you find a lot out about them, and that's probably my favourite thing about the show. Yes, the action sequences are really good and realistic, but the characters is what really makes the show that good, because there's tons and tons of like storylines to do with each individual character. It's incredible, it really is some of the best storylines I've seen in TV. And yeah, these are quite long seasons. They're about 20 odd episodes, and I think they're roughly about 50 minutes each. So they're decent length episodes also. It's just incredible. I couldn't stop watching it. I ended up watching the entire show within about a month or so. I was going through a season a week. That's how much I enjoyed it. So yeah, definitely check out Chicago Fire guys. It is really good, and season 5 is starting up in July, so not that long to go yet. So yeah, number 5 is Chicago Fire. Alright guys, coming in at number 4 we have Vikings. This is airing on the History Channel right now. Now I've actually not caught up with this, believe it or not. I haven't caught up yet. I'm on season 3. I'm really enjoying it so far, but I'm just taking a little break from it because when I was watching it I binged it quite a bit and I was starting to get a little bit bored. Not because it was bad, just because of how much I was watching it. So I've took a break, but I am going to be continuing on watching the show very soon. But this is a great show. A great show. Now, don't be put off it's on the History Channel, because I know they don't have amazing shows in terms of like proper drama wise. You know, I've watched some in the past and they weren't too great. But this is probably by far their best work they've done on the History Channel. If you like Game of Thrones, I know I'm bringing Game of Thrones into it, but if you like that, or Black Sails, you have to check this out. It is fantastic. It is essentially Game of Thrones, but in the Viking times, and with really no magic or witchcraft or whatever. Great show. Again, the characters are all great. Robert Ragnar, the main character, he's really good. I don't think I've seen him in anything else. I think he's mainly in Vikings only, but he's a really good actor, and his wife in the show is really good as well. And it's just about, just about their time living. You know, it's about, fighting with other clans, trying to take turf, protecting their own turf. And the major storyline is about exploring England. They have recently discovered England, and a lot of clans, don't think it really exists. And they're trying to colonize England, or they're trying to explore it at least. Really good. There is religion involved. You've got the English religions, and then of course you've got the Vikings religions. But it's really good, and it doesn't bore you. Sometimes it can be a bit boring, but in this it's fine. It doesn't go overboard and bore you to death. And the action scenes are phenomenal. The choreography in this is brilliant. The way they shoot it is brilliant. It's gritty, it's bloody, it's really good. Now my dad is very picky on the shows he watches. He only really watches Outlander, in terms of like major dramas, but I did introduce him to Vikings and he is loving it also, and he's very picky with his TV shows. So definitely check out Vikings, guys. It is really, really good. So at number 4, Vikings. Alright guys, coming in at number 3 we have House of Cards. Now, I've not caught up with this yet. I've only just recently started watching this. This is my main show that I'm going to be watching for the next couple of weeks or even month or two. House of Cards, I am loving. I started to watch it when season 5 just came out on Netflix. So I picked up seasons 1 and 2 and 3, and I decided to start watching the show. I'm currently on season 2. Really enjoying it right now. I'm at kind of an important bit in the series. I think I'm on episode 5 of season 2. But it's such a great show. Kevin Spacey is outstanding in the show. By far the best thing in the show. He's awesome, really good. I think he's fantastic. The whole cast is, you know, you've got, I don't know his name, but he was the bad guy in Ant-Man. He's in this. He's really good. He's kind of a major character in the show also. It's really good, you know, and yes, it's political, you know, it's all about politics in America, but it's not boring. You know, they make it in a way so it doesn't get boring and it doesn't get repetitive. And that's the key thing, I think, for this show, because it is kind of a long show. If it's, you know, 5 seasons, and because it's all about politics, they don't want to make it boring. And I think because of all this, again, the sideline plots for each individual character, I can't talk, it makes it really interesting, and it makes you keep wanting to watch to find out what happens. There's some jaw-dropping moments that I was like, oh, I need to watch the next episode straight away. So it definitely keeps you hooked, which could be a good thing or a bad thing. But yeah, so at number 3 is House of Cards. Fantastic show. Alright guys, coming in at number 2 we have Ash vs Evil Dead. Oh, I love this show. If you know me, I am not a huge horror fan. I'm actually trying to get into horror right now as I speak, but I'm not a hugest horror fan, and I haven't watched a lot of, you know, the main horror movies. But I've seen the Evil Dead movies, I really enjoyed them, and my uncle got me into the TV show. Now my cable TV service I have in the UK is Sky, but it's actually an exclusive for Virgin. So it means I can't actually watch it unless I'm at my uncle's house. So every week I would go over, we would watch a few episodes of this, and I was getting in love with it even more after every episode. Now I have seen season 2, it's currently not out on Blu-ray yet. For some odd reason the Blu-ray was never released in the UK, so I picked this up on Black Friday for $10, brilliant deal, imported it. And I haven't opened it yet because I'm saving it for October, because I have only just watched the show. So I'm saving it for October, and I'm going to binge watch seasons 1 and 2, so I'm really excited for that. But this is a great series, you know, a really great series. It's horror, it's comedy, it's artistic, I would say. You know, the sets look great, and just the violence, I think, is a bit artistic. It's really good, really funny. It's not really scary, but you know, sometimes it can be a bit creepy. I would highly recommend this, and the great thing is they're only half-an-hour episodes. They're very short, and that's kind of good. You know, I think if it was an hour long it would be too long, but for half an hour it's perfect. It really is a great time for this or type of series. Yeah, it's just a great show. I don't know what else to say, just check it out, it's fantastic. Yeah, Sam Raimi, he actually produced it. So that was always a good thing. Of course, you know, he did the Evil Dead, and then he did the Evil Dead remake, which I really enjoyed. So it's good to see him on board to do this one, because it's just awesome. It's a really good show, so definitely check it out. So that's Ash vs Evil Dead. Alright guys, so at number 1, of course it is Game of Thrones. What more can I say? I don't need to talk about this. Everyone's seen it, or most people have seen it. It's incredible. You know, I started watching the show when I think season 2 had just started. So I was about a season behind for about a year, but I caught up very quickly. I was on season 3 when it was on TV. I love the show, it's fantastic. I've actually read the first Game of Thrones book, That's how much I enjoyed the first season. I actually read the book, which is quite long. Don't think I'd ever do it again because it was so long, but it was really, really good. But the show is just amazing, and again, my dad is very picky, but even he enjoys this show. It's awesome. It's the characters, again, I know I keep saying it, but it's the characters, you know. If there were bad characters, it would be a bad show. That's fact, you know. Each individual storylines I love. There is some that I didn't really care for, like Aya. Didn't really like her storyline with like all the faces and stuff with that guy in the temple place. I wasn't a huge fan of that. I thought it was a bit boring, but other than that, I love her as a character, and basically all the other storylines I really, really enjoy. And yeah, it's always a treat when this comes out on Blu-ray, because I just watch it and watch it and watch it, and then I watch all the extras, and it's perfect. I don't need to say anything else. Everyone's seen Game of Thrones, or at least has seen a bit of it. So yeah, and I'm actually quite a fan of the way they're doing season 7 by making the episodes longer, but making less episodes. Because I think some of them are going to be up to an hour and a half long. Like I think the final 2 episodes are going to be an hour and a half, so that's pretty awesome. You know, that's like a film. So yeah, so at number 1, Game of Thrones, totally awesome. So guys, that is my top 5 current TV shows of 2017. I know there's some big ones in here that wasn't in the mix, like Walking Dead, Bates Motel. If I did a top 10, I probably would have included those, but I wanted to do my top 5 to really highlight the shows that I recommend and that I'm watching currently. So yeah, if you did enjoy this top 5, please leave suggestions of other top 5s that I could do. I did get a suggestion yesterday in the comments of my last video, and I'm definitely going to be doing that one. So yeah, so I hope you enjoyed the video guys. Stay tuned, I'm going to have plenty more content coming out in the coming weeks. So until next time, bye.